Marlin. Stay fly just like 3-6, bitch, I pop my collar. Boy, what's in your pocket? That's a whole lot. Now that ain't no cell phone. Music got me well known. Calling off a telephone. That shit changed my life quick. Tryna get out like I'm fucking around with a white bitch. You get it, like a hoe, you dig it. Water like Pacific. Cooking like the kitchen. Doggy bitch, I might Vicky. Dirty girl, you icky Vicky. Make me oh so sicky. Suck my dicky, lick it. New designer denim. These expensive stitches.
Michael Lee's back here with you on SportsCenter, continuing our breaking news coverage of a potential trade between the Celtics and the Cavs that would basically swap the starting point guards for the two teams that faced off in last year's Eastern Conference Finals. Kyrie Irving going to Boston, Isaiah Thomas going to Cleveland, along with some other players and a draft pick.
Let me go someplace else. Did you speak to LeBron James or talk to LeBron James before you and your representatives met with ownership and let them know what you wanted out? Why not?
Why would I have to?
I'm not saying, no. I'm not implying that you have to at all. But he's the best player in the world. He's a superstar. He's considered the leader of the team. Your teammate, who you speak glowingly and very highly about. And if you don't want to play there anymore, even though it was a personal decision, chances are, if you don't speak to somebody about it, they might take it personally.
Yeah.
Do you care about that at all?
No.
His future and his life.
I think that we're forgetting one important thing. I think we're forgetting one important thing.
Sure.
Stephen A., as you sit up here, and Alice and Max, as you guys are professionals, I don't think that you owe anything to another person in terms of figuring out what you want to do with your life. And it's not anything personal. I'm not here to tirade anybody. I'm not here to go at any particular person or the organization, because I have nothing but love for Cleveland. Like, I have nothing but love for the times that I spent there. There's nothing about that. It comes a time where you mature as an individual. It's time to make that decision. And there is no looking back from that standpoint. There is no time to figure out how to save someone's feelings, and then ultimately you have to be selfish in that and figuring out what you want to do. And it wasn't about me not wanting to win. It wasn't anything about that. It was like, I want to be extremely happy, like, in perfecting my craft. And that was the only intent that I have in all of this. And I think that it got much more attention because everything else started coming out from who would think that their important opinion mattered most. And I saw previous players, I saw past players, I saw current players speaking on something that had absolutely nothing to do with them.
Yes.
I'm appreciative of their comments, but at the same time, it's ultimately my decision.
There's Associated Press. Where do you want to start, Bron?
Let's do let's do the Kyrie thing. Let's do that.
Okay. What were your thoughts about him asking to be traded? And then I know last week he said that he didn't consult with you, before he decided to do that. Did that hurt at all?
Well, my initial thoughts when I heard that Kyrie wanted to be traded, I had a ton of emotions. I was wondering if something I could have did better to make him not want to be traded. Is it the way that the season finished, or was it me coming back in the first place? Was it the coaching changes or the GM change, or I don't know. I had so many different emotions go through my head, and for me personally, you guys know, you guys are around. For the guys that was around every day, I try to do whatever I could do to help the kid out.
What can you do? I just talked to Dennis Lindsay, the Jazz GM. Obviously, they're disappointed to lose Gordon Hayward. This was a foundational player for their organization, but they started to suspect it as this day went on, and they were just told literally 6 or 7 minutes ago by Gordon Hayward, his agent, Mark Hartelstein, that he was going to Boston.
What was your moment like? Were any words exchanged?
Yeah. That was a special moment for me. Because it's different. This is my first year in the league. So I grew up, watching LeBron. Asking him to follow me back on Twitter. Going to his camps. So just to, my first year be able to compete against, a player something I will always remember.
We've played now till May 25th and May 27th the last 2 years, and we started on September 25th, and that's every day, like every day, that you're totally focused on this.
So what does it feel like to be back in the conference finals, considering the year you had?
Man, it feels really good.
We've got breaking news. LeBron is a Laker.
LeBron James is a Los Angeles Laker for what ought to occupy the final act of his NBA story.
4-year, $154 million max deal. That's what he can sign in LA. Likely an opt-out after 3 years that could put him back in free agency or negotiate a new deal.
I'm ecstatic. I think it was the right situation, the right call for him to make. He wasn't going to get anything accomplished in Cleveland. That was obvious. Philadelphia, it just wasn't a good fit for him. To be paired with Ben Simmons, not to mention the fact that, in terms of their playing style and the locale as well, going from Cleveland to Philadelphia, just didn't make much sense. But the big thing is that you got to give kudos to Magic Johnson.
On my shirt anyway, and if